The song begins not with a melody, but with a sound, the slow, mournful creak of rope under tension. The world knows her as Eleanor Vance, the music box ballerina. For years, she's been trapped in a gilded cage of a relationship with a man who collected beautiful things, and she was his prize. Their love was a performance, set to the tinny, predictable tune of a wind-up music box. But the performance is over. The video opens on a stark, gray cliffside overlooking a turbulent sea. In the center stands Eleanor, but she is not the Eleanor the world recognizes. She is encased in a dress made entirely of thick, coarse, ivory-colored rope. It's a masterpiece of contradiction, both a prison and a suit of armor. The ropes are woven intricately around her torso, cascading down into a heavy, sculpted skirt. Each loop and knot tells a story of constraint, of being tied to a life that was never hers. In her hands, she doesn't hold a microphone. She holds the source of the music, a single, weathered violin. As the first, raw notes of the violin cry out, a dissonant, beautiful, and aching melody, the story unfolds in flashbacks. We see her in a pristine white mansion, smiling vacantly for cameras, her real voice silenced. We see her partner, a handsome but cold man, adjusting the music box on the mantel, a literal and metaphorical representation of the controlled, small world he built for her. The song, titled, The Unspooling, is a furious and sorrowful waltz. The lyrics are about the slow, painful process of untying yourself from a person who sees you as an object. You wound me up and called it love, a pretty little tune from a box above, but your key is broken, your spring is weak, and I'm finding the voice that you forbade me to speak. Back on the cliff, Eleanor plays the violin with a desperate, physical passion. The bow saws across the strings, a sound that is both pain and catharsis. With every powerful note, with every anguished cry of the instrument, a strand of the rope dress begins to move. It's not coming undone, it's being played. The vibrations from the violin travel down her body, and the ropes begin to unweave themselves, slithering and coiling like serpents awakening. They are the physical manifestation of the bonds she is breaking through her music. This rope dress was your masterpiece, every not a sweet, silent piece, but silence has a breaking strain, and I'm screaming now in the wind and the rain. The storm around her intensifies, mirroring the tempest in her music. The ropes now fall away in great, heavy sections, not disintegrating, but falling to the ground around her feet in heavy, coiled piles. They are not vanishing, she is shedding them, acknowledging their weight before casting them off. The bridge of the song is instrumental, a frantic, breathtaking solo where the violin seems to duel with the thunder. Eleanor is a vortex of motion and sound, her hair whipping in the gale, her body pouring every last bit of hurt and betrayal into the instrument. The final ropes around her chest and arms loosen, their ends whipping in the air as if caught in the energy of her music. Finally, with one last, sustained, and defiant note, the final rope falls. She stands in a simple, sleek slip, the raw, red marks of the ropes still visible on her skin like tattoos of her past. The violin is lowered, the storm begins to calm. The piles of rope at her feet are not a mess, they are a monument, a sculpture of what she has overcome. The final shot is a close-up of her face. She is not smiling, she is breathless, raw, and real. She looks directly into the camera, her eyes holding a universe of pain and hard-won freedom. In the background, the waves crash against the cliffs, no longer a threat, but a cleansing force. The song ends with the same sound it began with, the creak of rope. But this time, it's not the sound of tension. It's the sound of the last, loose coil settling peacefully on the ground, its power over her, finally, gone.